Time for today's Fire Away, Ask Me Anything, and I mean anything. This is your chance to be part of the show. We want to hear from you and build a real community. It's what we're setting out to do here on Hot Mics. So send us your questions, your thoughts, your hot takes, voice or video submissions. Love the video because we want to see your face. So it's your chance to join us on the show and across our socials. The Google form link is in the episode description, and it's in our Instagram bio. So anything, politics, pop culture, personal life, golf, career, celebrities, who's the biggest asshole? We get that sometimes. Whatever's on your mind. Here we go. This is from Rosita Mitera. Let's hear it.
I feel like Al Roker treated you like shit, especially during the Olympics, during that whole Ryan Lochte thing. And I've always hated Al Roker since then. Do you feel the same?
I always thought that Al Roker treated you like shit. Okay. I said honest, right? It's been a while, you know? I got to tell you, my blood was boiling like crazy over him and Lauer. But Lauer, of course, you know, the old karma caught up with Matt, so you feel no, ill will there. He got it. Roker is interesting. He's the jovial, happy weatherman, but I would say, the three words I use are vindictive, territorial, and chronically unprepared, because I did the 9 o'clock hour. So after the weather, he'd come in and the questions, you just, what is it like working with Tom Hanks? Okay. And you're trying to conduct an interview that's somewhat intelligent and listening to the person. But yeah, when I got bagged, I mean, when I was there, the biggest thing is that, a producer of mine I used to work with at Access Hollywood called me and she's like, I just got to know you. Al's liking tweets from people calling you a white-splaining racist. Some woman called me that, and he's like. Wasn't comfortable with my arrival. When I was at the Today Show, the women were very comfortable. They were excited. Hoda Kotb, Kathy Lee, woo, hey, Billy's here. We're going to have fun. We're going to do a great show. The men, not so much, right? Especially the old guard. And when they told Al, Billy's really going to run the 9 o'clock hour. He's going to sort of anchor the thing, moderate the thing, and drive the thing. He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. I could feel it. And then when I got canned, like 2 months later on New Year's, hey, Bushman, just thinking about you. It's your old buddy. I know it's going to be tough, but I really think the next year is your year. As long as it's not here near me, right? And so that was tough. And yeah, you asked about the Ryan Lochte thing. That was an example of chronically unprepared, and he dove into an American apologist thing. Ryan Lochte, if you remember, at the Olympics, told a story that he was held at gunpoint by some criminals in Rio, and it's a huge story. And I came in and said, well, hang on for a second. The next day we're on the air. I'm the guy that found Ryan Lochte and interviewed him on my phone. There I am, right there. That's a 1 and 42-second video, if you're looking at it right there. That happened the morning after, like hours after his incident. I record this interview with him. It becomes the biggest story of the Olympics as we rolled into week 2, which is when it's track and field. And, so it's like perfect. The news division has this giant story. Oh, my God. So I go in and I present it to Matt Lauer and everybody in the 7 o'clock hour. Then the 9 o'clock hour gets going, and that's the chat show. And Al gets into this whole thing about how, shame on Lochte. Shame on Lochte. I can't believe how could he do this? And he vandalized a gas station, and he ripped things off the wall, and drunk Americans and the whole thing. I said, hang on for a second. 1 second. Before we know anything, we're taking the word of the spokesman for the Rio police, not known to be the least corrupt police department in the entire world. So we should maybe wait a second. That's all I said. Boom. The whole thing is an uproar, the whole thing. Well, weeks later, turns out when the investigation is over, a great reporter from the USA Today did it. Every single thing that Ryan Lochte said was true. There was only one little difference. He wasn't sitting at gunpoint Or he wasn't kneeling at gunpoint. He was sitting on the curb at gunpoint. That's the only nuance right there. So, we forgive him for forgetting his actual position while the gun was in his face. But everything else was totally true in his story. So he was totally ripped apart by mostly American media who just have this American apologist sort of nature. And that kind of ruffled a tons of feathers, and he was wrong. It's just wrong. But anyway, there's a very honest answer. Up next, at Leanne Collins is asking this question. Okay, Francesca Farrago recently did a video about how content creators are incentivized to jump on trends, like the Hailey Bieber hate train. Do you have any thoughts on this practice? Yeah. Oh, that's obvious. I think everybody knows that, right? Like, I can tell when I'm watching someone, a popular podcaster or something, I can tell, is she really that outraged by something a celebrity did, or is it a hot celebrity right now? And I have to say, I face this with the Blake Lively Baldoni thing. Like, have I said to our people before, is there anything on that story that's kind of interesting? It'd be, is there any news there? And if there's not, we leave it alone. I also happen to be very interested in it in the same way that I'm interested in Karen Reed, that there's sort of a miscarriage of justice here. There seems like someone's trying to Bigfoot someone else, and I'm all about calling that out. I'm also all about whoever's doing the transgressing, saying they're sorry and people forgiving them and moving on. But yeah, there's definitely that debate all the time. You can tell it. You have a good sense. I can tell you, Leanne Collins, that when you are watching someone, you can tell, is this person actually outraged by something, or are they whipping the algorithm? What are they doing? So, ask Billy anything. Again, link in the bio. We got a Google form link right there. We'd love to see your video or your voice. Video would be great. I want to see some faces. Okay, it is that time. It is Wednesday. Skinny Vinnie, the Slim Reaper, is in the seat right now. Show him that beautiful guy. He's got a gorgeous little look. He's got his sweatsuit on right now. But no one can see your legs. You have sweatsuit shorts. You have sweat shorts matching the sweatshirt. Yeah. I got to say, Vinny, it's weigh-in Wednesday. If you don't know, you're just tuning in here. I've given Vinny a challenge to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. Now, I didn't say you need to lose it. He said, I want to lose 50 pounds. I said, you got to. You're 5'7". You can't weigh 267 pounds. And that's where he started. So last week, he hit 231.8, which was exactly the same weight as the week before. So, Vinny, you've been locked in at 34 pounds lost and 16 pounds away from the money for a couple weeks now. Yeah. Oh, you don't look, oh no, roll it. Roll it. Let me see the results here. All right. There it is. He's on the scale.
231.4.
231 you lost 0.4 of a pound. Hey, yeah, down is down if you want to be positive, and I want to be positive. But what's going on?
I just can't stop eating, man. I'm like Memorial Day weekend barbecue.
Oh,
with the
well, that's
family.
fair. I think we can give Memorial Day weekend a pass.
It seems like there's something happening every weekend, and I keep saying, oh, well, birthday, oh, this, oh, that. I got to just say no. I can't say no, though.
Yeah, it's not Memorial Day. It's Monday when you're trying to, get it down there.
Yeah.
Do we need to bring in an expert? Because we've got to like July 27 or something. So
if the people in the chat could recommend something to me, too.
Yeah, how do we get that? There's got to be some buff people out there, some workout experts. Is it workout or is it food entirely? What can he do to take the last 16 bills off? That's it. Vinny, everybody wants you to meet this goal. Everybody. I am dying to write you a check.
I want to get
and I have
more
no money
than
anymore.
That goal. That's just the beginning, but, everybody's going to say, hit the gym. I need to hit the gym.
What about some female encouragement? Like
that would help, for sure.
But there's a very beautiful woman that works here. She said, I go out. I mean, I don't know.
She said,
maybe if she agrees to go out with you, and that's actually going to happen in July, you'll be, hey, whoa, look at me go. I don't know. I believe in you, baby.
Thank you.
And I love you. And I believe everybody who listens to Hot Mics. I get more people asking me, come on, Vinny. How's Vinny doing? Can Vinny
like to
get
hear
there?
That helps too.
Yeah, you got a lot of people pulling for you.
There's a lot of doubters too. I feel it. I see it in the room over there.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I love you, baby. All right. That's it for us today.